Well, people, thanks to Kelly McNeil, um, Yellen, Mellon, what is it? Yellen, yes. Um, yeah, she sent me this new indie film called Mysterious Ways, right? It is directed by Paul Oremland, who co-writes with Dianna Fuemana and Harry McNaughton. The film is produced by Nagar Futa, executive produced by Jonathan Unger, Taleos Stephen Stellin, Richard Short, Brian Holland, and Tracy Gardner. David Long handles the music, Grant McKinnon, cinematography, Peter Roberts edits the piece, while Kyle Wilshire is on art. McKay Crawley does stunts. We don't often get the stunts people mentioned on IMBD, which is always interesting. Now, our cast, right? We have got Peter Simmons, played by Richard Short. His boyfriend, Jason Ione, is played by Nick Afoa. We have got Jason's nephew, Billy. I think that's what a nephew. I think that's what it is. They're related, right? He's played by Joe Malufulo, right? We've also got Jason and Billy's aunt Nula, played by Maureen Fepuli. There's Annie, right, who is Jason's daughter, played by Elizabeth Esfer. There's Ray, played by Vincent Andrew-Scammell. We've got the Bishop, played by Michael Hurst. No, god damn it. I'm an idiot. Annie is not Jason's daughter. Ah, dear, oh dear. His daughter is Kate. She is played by Becky McEwen. Yes, that's it. Jimmy is played by Zach Omega. Mike, played by T. Raider. Yeah, they're the main people. And the gist of the film is this, right? Peter, a vicar who wants a church wedding with his boyfriend Jason, who is Samoan. Now, for Anglicans, this is not allowed, and homosexuality itself is still very, taboo in Samoan culture. When news of the marriage makes headlines, a media storm erupts, and God is forced to intervene. Dum, dum, dum. Which, I think when you hear that, especially the last part, you could roll your eyes and be like, yo, what is this nonsense? Right? Now, I will say, right, this is a very nice film, because we're dealing with like essentially two people that just love each other, right? And then it's just all the craziness that spirals out of control from that. It's one of those, I think, odd ones because it's 2024, right? 2024. And we're still in this weird place where, gay people aren't allowed to get married a load of different in a load of different places, right? I mean, because you can do the whole blessing, the civil partnership. I think in some places you can actually get married, right? But it's this whole thing which just seems weird. Always seems weird. Because who really cares? Like, who really cares who's marrying who? You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, if they're not marrying that person, they'd marry you. You know what I mean? It's just let people just be happy. But we've seen this kind of covered in some films, and I think, yeah, we still haven't gone anywhere with it. You know, a lot of times these things are about young people as well, so it's interesting to get a story about older people. You know what I mean? Older people. Now, they're probably, I don't know if we're actually told the age, but I would say they're probably in their 40s. You know what I mean? So, not when I say older people, it's not crazy old. Though, when you were 40 seemed ancient, right? That seemed craziness. Like, what the fuck? Those people are going to die soon. But no. So, we're dealing with these people, and it is one of them situations where one person is pushing things in a certain direction, and the other person is kind of like, do I want to go here? So we're dealing with all of this. It's like you can see that Jason and oh my god, my mind has just disappeared on me. Jason and Peter, phew, boy, um, they love each other, right? They're in this nice relationship. They're part of the community. You know what I mean? Big part of the community. At the beginning, we see them at a christening, and then there's the local youth rugby team. So they're a part of things, right? But you get then how all of this marriage and the church's reluctance to it is kind of busting in, right? And how the community is with them, right? You've got people that are against it, obviously, but it seems that the majority of the community is with them, which is interesting, right? Because I did enjoy this film. Now, I think some things do seem a little bit easy, a little bit, not as crazy as it may be. But I think you can forgive that because we do get some very good performances. You know, I think that, this looks very good. Like one bit, I don't even know why. It's not a pivotal scene or anything like that. But we're transitioning from one scene to the other, and we see, we're in a church and we see a book, and we just get, I think it's Peter, turn the book around, right? So you go from the cover to then we see the pages and this red kind of stuff on some of the pages, and it just looked really nice, just the way that, just the twist of the book, and then we kind of come back out, and then we're, with the people, just that I think it just looked really nice, right? So I think the feel of this is really good. Some of the music, I'm not a huge fan a lot of times of music playing, those bridge themes, what I mean, underbedding scenes and stuff like that. But for the most part, the music is good, you know? And I think it's one of those films where if you pay attention, there's things that you'd be like, oh, okay. Because we get this thing at the end, which it feels like it's out there. It's just like, wait, what? But then if you remember certain things that get said during the film, right? And certain interactions, you're like, oh shit. Okay. So it's been being said all the way through, but you just don't really pay attention. And then at the very end, you're like, oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it's definitely an interesting way to go. But I think the film is very nice. Like it's just a little heartwarming thing. You know what I mean? It's not going to, I think, set the world on fire or anything like that. But I think it's nice. It's interesting. I think it can start conversations around this. You know what I mean? Because I think there's been conversations, but it all it then stops, right? So you oftentimes need, new things as a catalyst to get things started again. I was amused by there's something Peter says. It's like the church has always been about embracing people. I was a bit like, oh no, it's not, my man. No, it's not, right? The whole missionary thing, you know what I mean? They take kids away from parents, like just so many crazy things. So it's not surprising the church has these views. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I think what Peter and the crew have done with this is a very nice job. So yeah, if you are a fan of I think things that look at the church, right? And yeah, we say the hypocrisy of the church, right? And then just the way people's lives weave in between all of that. I think Mysterious Ways will talk to you. Right. So yeah, I think you can get it on all VODs. All the information on the release and distribution will be on the website. So people go there for that. But yes, Mysterious Ways. It's a very heartwarming, lovely little film.